So the game I'm playing today is called Sokobond. This is a Sokoban style puzzle game, as you may have been able to deduce from the game's title, considering it's a play on words. More specifically, it's a chemistry-themed Sokoban puzzle game, and it's the first commercial release, or what I believe is the first commercial release anyway, from Draknek. Now, I mentioned at the end of the English Country Tune video that I wanted to try and play some of Draknek's games, specifically his commercial titles. This is the first one, and as far as I know, he's only released 3 commercial titles including Sokobond. The other 2 I will be playing eventually. Now, it is worth mentioning that Sokobond was not developed primarily by Draknek. It was also co-developed by Harry Lee, who is best known for developing the mobile game Stickits. As a matter of fact, most of Draknek's commercial releases are actually collaborations between various other indie devs. Sokobond in particular was fairly well received. Again, this is one of those cases where I have no idea how commercially successful the game actually was. It was never featured in any humble indie bundles from what I know, but it was featured at various indie game festivals, including PAX 10 and Indiecade, and at both of those festivals it was nominated as a finalist. It also received an honorable mention at the 2014 Independent Games Festival. The actual critic reviews were also fairly high as well, and it was actually covered in a surprising amount of major gaming publications, including Rock Paper Shotgun, PC Gamer, Eurogamer, even Edge Magazine, oddly enough, even though I wouldn't say those guys are exactly known for covering indie games. But then again, they actually did a review on English Country Tune as well, so what do I know? Anyway, how's about we get to actually playing Sokobond here? This video is probably going to be a bit on the short side because there's not really a whole lot to talk about regarding this game. It's a fairly simple and straightforward puzzle game, but that doesn't mean it's easy though. It's quite the opposite, at least in the later levels. But it's still a pretty fascinating puzzle game, and it does combine 2 of my major interests, which are puzzles and also chemistry. I've mentioned numerous times in the past that I am a huge science nerd. Thankfully though, this game is designed in a way that you don't actually need any knowledge of chemistry in order to enjoy the game, so don't worry about that. Anyway, let's get started here. I'm going to explain what this file is later on. This is the actual file that I've been using, so you have multiple save slots. It's kind of weird though. I just want to show you guys something here very quickly. So normally the multiple save files are actually disabled by default. In order to enable them, you have to go into the settings menu, press progress, and then there's this option that allows you to enable multiple save files. It's kind of weird though, because it seems like I can't disable it now, but that's probably because I have another save file created, or I have 2 of them. There's also an option to unlock and also relock levels. Again, I'll explain that later on. I'm gonna go to the actual save file that I have been using. So, I have been playing this game pretty extensively off-screen. So, this is the map of Sokobond right here. I believe the map is supposed to be based on the periodic table of elements, although it doesn't exactly resemble it. This game has a total of 144 levels, so the actual map right here is definitely a lot larger. There are some areas that I haven't unlocked yet because I haven't beaten the level that is required in order to unlock the room. Like, there's very specific levels you need to complete in order to unlock the next area of a map. But other than that, it's fairly non-linear. It does open up to you after a while. The only level that is available to you from the beginning is called Let's Go, so let's go to the first level. One thing that I definitely like about this game is the fact that all of the levels have their own unique names, which honestly every puzzle game should have. And the music, as per usual, is always lovely, cause ambient music is always very lovely and atmospheric, and I enjoy it quite a bit. Now, I don't think I've ever actually explained what Sokobond puzzles are. So Sokobond is a type of puzzle game that usually involves pushing blocks around. One of the most basic premises of a Sokobond puzzler would be that you have a bunch of crates, for instance, and you have to enable every single switch in a level using the crates. Generally, Sokobond puzzlers tend to be top-down, so you just move the crates from tile to tile, and then once you activate all the switches, then you beat the level. Sokobond is kind of like that, but it does something really unique and interesting with that formula. So in each individual level, you take control of an atom. Each level assigns you a specific atom to control, and as far as I know, you can't change it at any point. Like, you can't suddenly start controlling a different atom in a level. So right here, I'm controlling this hydrogen atom, as indicated by the H. There's an electron orbiting around the hydrogen atom, which indicates how many bonds I can create with said atom. There's another hydrogen atom in the right corner of the level, and there's an oxygen atom in the center. This one has 2 electrons, which means we can create 2 bonds with it. So basically, in order to create bonds with atoms, you just have to move the atoms in front of one another, and they'll bond automatically. So now the oxygen atom is attached to my hydrogen atom right here, and it actually moves around with me. So I can take it anywhere I want. The only issue is that, as you can see, yeah, I can only move through 2 block wide spaces now. If the oxygen atom wasn't attached to me, I would be able to move through this tiny crevice, but now I can't, because the oxygen atom has to move along with me. But that's okay, because we can just move around this wall right here. We can position the oxygen atom in front of the hydrogen atom. We can't place the 2 hydrogen atoms in front of each other, because the first atom has already used up its single bond. But we can push it around, however, and that will come in handy in the later levels, but for now we're just going to attach the oxygen atom to the other hydrogen atom, and we created water. So the objective here is to essentially create molecules, or chemical compounds. In this case, we created water, or H2O. Water expands by about 9% with tremendous force when frozen. What does give this game its charm is that you have all of these random science facts that it gives you whenever you complete a level. So I guess in a way this is also kind of like an educational game. You know, you learn some stuff about science while solving puzzles. You gain some knowledge from playing video games, which, I mean, I understand that's not exactly what people play video games for. But of course, being the huge science nerd that I am, I'm pretty much infatuated by this type of stuff. Now, something that I do find kind of weird is that you can actually make the electron stop orbiting the atoms, or the atom you're controlling specifically, by left-clicking and holding it down. I'm not entirely sure why it does this. You'll notice that the electron just kinda pauses after a while. That's because I'm left-clicking and holding it down, and for some reason it just freezes it in place. I have no idea what the point of that is. It's just something that the game does. I really have no idea. That's the entire level, by the way. Cell is extremely simple. We create more water! By mass, humans are about 60% water, most of it in our cells. So this is around the point where the map will begin to open up to you a lot more. It does become non-linear after you complete the cell level. I believe the next 2 levels that become unlocked after that are push and loop. I'm not going to be showing off every single room that I've cleared. I'm only going to be showing off the levels that introduce you to new mechanics and maybe just playing through a few of them. Like I said, the game is incredibly simple and there really isn't a great deal of things to talk about. It's not that deep. But the important part is that it's satisfying to play, okay? A video game's mechanics don't need to be, like, so complex in order to be fun and engaging, you know what I mean? Sometimes keeping things simple works just as well, and actually that's one of the reasons why I love these kinds of puzzle games so much. Doing so much with so little, as it were. Anyway, we have an oxygen atom that we need to control here. I don't think I messed this up. Okay, no, I definitely didn't, because now that the hydrogen atom is attached to me, I can just push the other one down, and I can bond with it, and we create even more water, drinking a lot of water here. The rings of Saturn are almost entirely made of frozen water, which is true because Saturn's rings are comprised of mostly, like, ice particles. Just gigantic chunks of ice floating in space, bound together by gravity, and it's absolutely beautiful. Absolutely beautiful, the kinds of structures that nature can create sometimes. And speaking of structures, here's a level called Structure. So this is where we get introduced to the nitrogen atom, which has 3 electrons for a total of 3 potential bonds. So throughout all the levels here, you will be introduced to different atoms. There's only 2 other atoms that you get introduced to. There's only 5 types in total. So nitrogen can bond to a total of 3 atoms. I don't think this is what I want to do, but hang on. I'm gonna try a thing. I'm gonna try... Okay, yeah, I'm definitely gonna have to reset here. It works in a similar manner to English Country Tune. You press the Z key to undo your last move, and you press the R key to just restart altogether. What is kind of interesting, though, is that when you're restarting the level completely, it, like, reverses time, and it shows you all of your previous moves. Okay, actually, I think I see what I gotta do here. I gotta pick up the, hydrogen atom at the bottom, and then move through, yeah, the middle right there. Because it is possible to bond to 2 atoms at a single time, if you go straight through the middle of them. If you have at least 2 bonds remaining, then you can do that. This time, we created ammonia. Its chemical formula is NH3. Your kidneys secrete ammonia to neutralize acid. This next level here is called Loop, so as the name would insinuate, we have to perform some sort of loop here. I'm trying to remember how exactly we did this. Oh, that's how we did that. Well, we created hydrogen peroxide. H2O2, 1 liter of pure hydrogen peroxide can release over 300 liters of pure oxygen. I mean, even the molecules that you form here look very elegant as well, despite their, you know, their minimalist design. But it's still really interesting, though. You create different molecules depending on what types of atoms are present in the level. Monty Hall, I kind of hate this level because I always get confused as to how I'm actually supposed to solve it. I think what you gotta do... you gotta take at least one of these hydrogen atoms. You gotta... I think you have to push both of them upwards, if I'm not mistaken. Actually, I think what I want to do is take the middle one. Push these ones on top? Yeah, because then I'll be able to attach myself to both of them from the side. We create more ammonia. 2/3 of all ammonia on Earth comes naturally from cows. This level right here is called Lotus. This is where we get introduced to the carbon atom, which has 4 electrons for a potential of 4 bonds. Now, there is a very specific way you have to complete this level. I think you need to go to the left side first. Oh god, wait, I'm already kind of becoming confused. I guess in the meantime, I can show this off as well. So, you can actually create multiple molecules in a level. The only problem is that I screwed myself by doing exactly that. You're not intended to create multiple molecules in the very early levels, but there are some future levels where creating multiple molecules is actually required. But if you do that right now, then you might as well restart the level because you just screwed yourself over. No, I can't attach you like this because then you're gonna push the other one downwards, and that's not what I want. That is not, I don't think that's what I want either. Do I want to go in the middle to attach you guys to myself first? Yes, that's definitely what I want to do. This time we created methane, CH4. Methane was discovered by Alessandro Volta, who later invented the battery. So in some of these levels, you'll have multiple atom types. In this case, we have hydrogen, nitrogen, and oxygen. I'm trying to remember what compound we form in this level exactly, because I did remember it at one point. I know that you're not supposed to go in the middle. Yeah, because then you're gonna have no bonds remaining in order to attach yourself to the oxygen. So I think what you gotta do is that you gotta go to the top, I think, and then bond it like that. Actually, yes, that is exactly what you're supposed to do. Oh yeah, this one with the name I have a difficult time pronouncing. Hydroxylamine. I have no idea how to pronounce it. NH2OH. Many integrated circuits in phones and computers were washed with hydroxylamine-based cleaners. And I would probably be impressed by that little factoid had I known what the hell that even was. But at least we have a little bit more of a complex structure right here going on with the molecule. They do definitely get a lot more complex later on. This level right here is called Knot. You just gotta tie the knot. Gotta tie the knot with all these atoms. Oh god, I already don't remember how I did this. This just gets me stuck. I think I'm actually supposed to go to this one first. If I'm not mistaken. No, because then there's gonna be no way for me to get to the bottom one. Take you guys with me. Oh right, I think we need to form more methane actually, so I might want to try doing this instead. Not that. Oh dear god, definitely not that. Oh, here we go. Here we go. There, we tied the knot with everyone. Because we're polyamorous, apparently. Methane CH4. Compost heaps can produce methane if they don't get enough air. You have to complete all of the levels in this first yellow room in order to unlock some of the additional rooms, because I think the next one you unlock is, well actually, I think there's 2 different levels that you can complete here in order to unlock the next room. If you complete Roadrunner, then you unlock this gold room. I think if you complete Lotus, on the other hand, either Lotus or Coyote, then you unlock this red room right here. But I'll just show this off quickly because we have another different type of molecule that we form here. And, oh no, I'm already getting confused. I'm getting confused. Oh no, that's not how I do that. Wait, I think I need to push some of you guys aside. Because I think what I gotta do is that I have to attach myself to the carbon atom, otherwise there's going to be no bonds for me to make here. Okay, well, that hydrogen atom's already stuck, so maybe go down this way instead. Well, actually, I can push you guys along. Yeah, and I can bond you guys to the carbon atom. That's definitely something I could do. I just need to, oh god, I just need to try and bond myself here, but the only thing is that I think I pushed you a little bit too far. I pushed you too close to the wall. I think that's the problem here. Yeah, there we are. Gotta go around to the side. Okay, that's very good indeed. We got methanol, CH3OH. Methanol is also called wood alcohol or wood spirits. By far the most complex structure right here. So that's it for this yellow room, so then you can move on to either the gold room or the red room. I'm just gonna quickly show off one level here in the gold room because this room doesn't actually introduce any new features to you. It's just the standard mechanics yet again, you know, just bond atoms to one another. In this case, you do have to move this this carbon atom around in order to, well, actually, not the carbon atom. Well, the carbon atom is already attached to another hydrogen atom, forming another molecule, but you gotta move the molecule itself around, attach it to the hydrogen atoms, and then I think you have to move along. Yeah, you gotta go up here, then push it downwards, and then you can attach yourself to it, and you just make more methane. Earthquakes can release methane into the ocean from undersea reserves. So, if you go over here, you complete this level right here called Factory, you unlock a gray room called Helium. Well, the room's not actually called that, but this is where you get introduced to the concept of helium atoms. So this is the fifth and final type of atom that you get introduced to in the game. So helium atoms are white, they cannot bond to anything, so they're kind of like the, I guess in a way they're kind of like the strength rocks, or like the rocks from Pokemon that you have to use strength on in order to move around. Yeah, kind of a similar concept to that. But helium can also be used to push other atoms around, so they're kind of just like stones. Other than that, you can't really do anything with them. So we created helium right here. NASA's helium balloons can float as high as 110,000 feet or 33 kilometers. The second level right here is called T. Now, when I was playing Sokobond off-screen, this was the level that I got absolutely stumped by, because I could not for the life of me figure out how exactly this works, but you have these three helium atoms. I believe you have to try and push the hydrogen atom down to that nitrogen atom, the one in the center specifically, or the center lane. I think you have to push it in a way so that you don't accidentally bond with the hydrogen atom on the left, because then you're not going to be able, because I think what you got to do is that you have to bond these two hydrogen atoms with the nitrogen, and then the hydrogen that you're controlling, you need to bond with the molecule, or you need to bond with the other three atoms to form the final molecule. But I'm trying to remember how exactly I did this. Oh god, I don't remember how I did this. I figured this out before. Yeah, see, because if I attach myself to this, then there's no bonds remaining. But also, if I push this down right here, then it's going to attach the two hydrogen atoms together, so I can't do that. Oh, right, because I think I need to put at least two helium atoms in front of each other, and then I can actually move the hydrogen atom from further away, so that way I don't accidentally collide with the other one, and then I can attach myself to them. Yeah, there we go. That's what I was missing here. Well, we created this compound, but I just realized that it's not actually telling us what molecule we formed here, it's just telling us about helium again. Helium molecules are small enough to leak through glass. And then we have the freedom level right here. So in some of these levels, you will be able to control the helium atom itself. And in this case, because you can't actually bond with anything, you just gotta kind of move the other atoms around and make them bond with one another. You know, just gotta push them along, make them talk to one another, make them become close friends. Ionizing smoke alarms contain radioactive material which emits helium. And then you have this other one called Against the Wall, where I believe, well, again, it's just another one of these instances where you have to just push some stuff around. This is kind of where it becomes a more Sokobond-like puzzler. I don't want to combine these atoms together, but just in case, yeah, you can only bond to one of them, because they only have one bond available. So I think what I gotta do, I gotta push you up here. Oh, wait a second. No, I gotta push you up here, and then I think push you, and then move you to the nitrogen atom, because that's what I'm supposed to be doing. Actually, you might be too close to the wall, because I can't get you off of there now. Wait a second, let me get the nitrogen atom out first. Nitrogen's not going to be able to go anywhere anyway, because it's up against the wall. I'm going to go and push this one up here, okay? I'm going to push you down, and then to the right, and then up, so you can bond with that one, okay? That should be good. That should be cool. That should be a-okay. And... wait, well actually this might still work, because I can... whoa, no, that's not gonna work. That's not gonna work. Because it has a bond going to the left side, it's just gonna hit this tile right here. No way, Jose. That ain't gonna work out. That ain't gonna work out right here. But I could, however... oh yes, I could move you down, and then I could attach you, and that's it. Yeah, see, so the helium atom needs to create the molecules, because helium can't actually attach himself to anything else. Some radioactive decay emits alpha particles, which are helium nuclei. Anyway, let's check out another feature here. So this is the split. So this red plus-shaped object in the center of the room right here is a splitter. I don't know what it's officially called, but I'm just gonna call it a splitter for now, because I think it makes sense. So as you can see, when you create a bond with another atom, you can move the bond through the splitter in order to break the bond. Just like that. So both atoms get their electrons back. I'm not entirely sure how that works. I don't know if there's like a real-life equivalent to this at all, but yeah, you just make more water. Yeah, so you need to use the splitter in order to move the other hydrogen atom around, otherwise you can't bond to the oxygen. If you're careful, pure distilled water can be cooled as low as minus 48 degrees Celsius before it freezes. This other level right here called lock, there's not really a great deal of things to talk about regarding this splitter right here, but I do believe you have to just kinda... you have to move the oxygen atom around right here. I think... yeah, it kind of involves doing something like this, because you need to go up and pick up the hydrogen, bring it down here, yeah, and then go through the splitter, and then they all combine, and we just make more water. Of the 4 classical Greek elements, water was the only one we now know to be a single chemical compound. I can skip all the way to this level right here called Out of Reach, which introduces us to the nitrogen atom along with a splitter, so this is a little bit more complicated right here. So I believe what we gotta do, we gotta move the nitrogen atom around. Yeah, we gotta move the nitrogen atom around so that it's standing in front of us when we create the bond, because that is how we will be able to attach those hydrogens to ourselves, not to each other. Well, I guess to each other as well, because you know we're going through this as a team here. My team of atoms, we're all working together here. No self-importance bullshit here. Everyone's equal. The only problem is that I don't actually remember how I solved this level before. Oh right, I think you have to orient it like this actually. Yeah, I was going in the wrong direction. There we go. Ammonia again. Nitrogen is necessary to create the basic building blocks of life. I mean, the vast majority of the Earth's atmosphere is nitrogen. It's like almost 4/5. But no, oxygen is always the one that takes the credit, you know, for giving us the ability to breathe, when in reality it's nitrogen doing most of the work. Just kind of makes me feel bad for the element. I mean, it's the most abundant element in the Earth's atmosphere, and yet it never gets any credit for anything. No, oxygen is always constantly stealing its limelight. Anyway, this last level right here I want to show off is called Wingman. So this is kind of a fun little level right here. So your oxygen atom acting as the wingman for the carbon, because he's a little bit shy. He's a little bit shy to be talking to the other atoms on his own. See these 4 lovely little ladies right here? These 4 lovely little hydrogen atoms. We're just gonna attach ourselves to him. There we go. We're gonna hold hands, and we're just gonna walk around and introduce the carbon atom to them. That's what we're gonna do. The splitter will come in handy for something later on, but I think what I want to do, well, I do think I want to use the splitter right now just to like rearrange these guys. I do know that I need to attach myself to at least one hydrogen atom, because once again we're creating methanol. So I gotta bring the other H down here. There we go. Very nice indeed. I'm not gonna be able to attach myself right here because I have no bonds remaining. And is that it? Oh wait, that is already it. Okay. It's funny because I think this level took me like 5 minutes to solve before. And actually, I just realized something. I think we created a cross here. Yeah, we did. We still created methanol, except this time we created like a cross. Yeah, science and religion are 2 subjects that definitely do not mix. But we have methanol. Methanol is the most elemental of the organic alcohols. I don't exactly know what that means, though. I mean, I may be a gigantic science nerd, but I never said I was an expert in this particular field. So we have this other preview level right here called Together, where we have all 4 atoms, except for helium, at least the ones that can actually bond to one another. The green room right here introduces us to another mechanic, which allows us to strengthen the bonds between each atom. So we can actually create, like, multiple bonds right here. It doesn't work right now, but I'm gonna try and see if to make it work. See if to make it work? Why can I not talk correctly today? My god. So if we move the nitrogen and carbon through this green plus shape symbol right here, we will strengthen the bond between the 2 atoms. So we just move the bond through. And now as you can see, both atoms have been bonded twice, and it does use up the bond of both nitrogen and carbon. They do need to have at least 1 bond available each in order for this to work. And by the way, I haven't actually mentioned what the objective of all the levels are. It's not just a matter of attaching all the atoms to one another. In order to complete all of these levels, you need to arrange the molecule in a way so that it uses up all of the bonds of the atoms. So in other words, there has to be no bonds remaining between each atom in the stage in order for this to count as a clear. So keep that in mind. It's not as simple as just attaching all the atoms to one another and then you're done for the day. No, you gotta put a little bit more effort into it than just that. So right here we created isocyanic acid, or HNCO. Isocyanic acid is the simplest compound containing all 4 of the most common organic elements. Over in this teal room right here, we once again get introduced to another new mechanic, but this is an interesting case where it actually combines mechanics. So we do have the bond strengthener over there, as I'm just going to call it for now, because I don't know what its actual name is, but you also have this blue circle right here, which allows you to rotate the bonds, as you can see. So you just move in through it like this. So when atoms are bonded to one another, you can rotate them, because normally you can't, as you can see. You can only move around in like, well, I mean, they can't like turn. They can't turn around under their own power. You need to use this blue circle right here in order to make them spin around. And then I think after that, you can just... Actually, no, you can't. You can't do that. I think what you gotta do is that you have to try and attach one of the hydrogen atoms to yourself, first and foremost. Yeah, this is also kind of weird because when you have 3 or more atoms attached to each other and then you start rotating, it kind of looks like you're forming a snake. Yeah, you're forming like a snake molecule right here. You're forming a conga line of atoms. So what you gotta do is that you gotta strengthen the bond between the nitrogen atoms and then attach yourself to hydrogen, and that's it, you're done. We got diazine, NH2, the NH is in brackets, which I don't remember what that means. Diazine derivatives make up a range of dyes and pigments in the red to yellow range. Then there's this other level right here called affair. Yes, the elements are gonna have an affair with one another. I actually didn't solve this level off screen, and I don't remember how I'm supposed to solve this. It's definitely not like that, although the structure that I made right here is definitely interesting. I created like a box. Yeah, I can't rotate this crap around. What the hell am I doing? No. You guys have to... Oh shit, wait, no, oh wait, no. This is okay. This is actually okay. Am I doing a correct thing? I don't feel like I'm doing a correct thing. Oh my god, dude, the way that this bends, look at this. You can make it compact. What in the world? That's pretty cool, but that's not what I want to do. I think that might be a result of having 4 atoms attached to one another. I'm trying to figure out how I did this before. Maybe this? Yeah, and then I could, like, rotate you again to attach you to the... Maybe attach you to the nitrogen atom. Maybe that will work better. Oh god. Oh god, what am I doing? I don't know what I'm doing anymore. Wait, turn you around again. Oh wait, but I'm not going to be able to orient you like that, though. That's the only problem. Because then I have to move around. Good god, look at this. It's basically a snake. I made a snake. Okay, but yeah, you get the gist of that, guys. So that's what that is. There's also this blue room right here, which combines the splitter and the rotation mechanics right here. But I'm not going to bother showing this off. Here are a couple levels with just the rotate mechanic, though. So you attach hydrogen atom right here, you turn around. Actually, wait, you gotta turn around again. And then attach yourself to the other one. You create more water. Water's the main ingredient in milk, forests, and rainbows 3 words I never thought I would see in the same sentence. You have this other one right here called key. Again, just rotate yourself around. Wait, I think I need to rotate the other way, actually. Oh god, wait. Oh yeah, like this. Yeah, they start out really simple, then there's just more water. Clouds are made out of water that hasn't fallen from the sky yet. Then you have this weird one called Kitten, where you have 2 oxygen atoms already attached to one another. Oh god, this one is actually going to get stuck if I do that. Well, both of them are going to get stuck. There. Do this. Don't... Wait, hang on. I think I can rotate again, right? Well, no, the molecule needs to be like a very specific shape in order for it to be able to rotate. I think it has to be like this, right? Yeah, I think the molecule that I'm controlling needs to be out in front in order for that to actually work, but yeah, we create more hydrogen peroxide. This chemical breaks down the water and oxygen. There is actually a level here called Snake, where you do basically create a snake. Oh yeah, see, this is why it's not working, because the one I'm controlling is actually in the center. So yeah, it needs to be out in front. It can't be anywhere else, otherwise this is not gonna work at all. But yeah, you can just kind of create a snake made out of a bunch of atoms. So going over to the other save file, where I already have all the levels unlocked because I cheated, as you can see, the map right here looks a lot more like the periodic table of elements. Again, it's not like to scale. You also have like some bonus levels down over here, or at least I presumed are like either bonus levels or hidden levels. This one is called Meditation. I haven't played any of these levels off screen, but I presume this is supposed to be meditative. Oh god, what even is this? I don't even know. But you... Oh wait, hang on a second. Yeah, you all just hold hands. Maybe this is actually what I meant to do here. To sort of. I don't even know. I don't know what this is. I can't even move you along, can I? No, I can't. But you have a bunch of these other levels right here. This dark room right here is where you get introduced to the concept of multiple molecules. So I haven't played any of these levels off screen either. I'm not entirely sure how you would unlock the bonus levels, or like the hidden levels. Not entirely sure what the requirements are there. I'd have to play a lot more of this game in order to find out. But yeah, right here, as you can see, yeah, you create the, you create multiple molecules. You have hydrogen, H2, diatomic hydrogen. All of the heat and light from our sun comes from hydrogen fusion. It's also worth mentioning that the nitrogen and oxygen in our atmosphere is also diatomic. The atomic formula for the nitrogen you find in our atmosphere, like Earth's atmosphere specifically, is N2. Like, it's always written as N2, and oxygen is always written as O2 as well because it's diatomic. Of course, ozone is O3, so it's like triatomic oxygen, and that of course protects us from the sun's harmful ultraviolet rays, or at least I think that's what ozone protects us from. I don't know, I've forgotten most of what I used to know about chemistry and all this stuff right here. I mean, I haven't taken a chemistry class since I was in like, I think grade 11, so that's the knowledge I'm working off of here. Because I'm not, like I said, I'm not an expert in this field. That's not to say I might never become one, though. I mean, it's definitely a passion of mine. It's been a passion of mine since I was, like, probably 6 or 7 years old. Well, I mean, astronomy has been a passion of mine since I was, like, 6, but more recently, chemistry has also become a pretty strong passion for me. So it's something that I've definitely been considering. Okay, that's a pretty easy one, too. Water, water, more water, and it's just giving me the same tidbit that it gave me in the rotate level. Also, I don't feel like I actually deserve that achievement, the seeing double achievement, because I cheated in order to get these levels unlocked. I could have easily done this the legitimate way. I only did this, though, just for the sake of demonstrating the game to you guys, because I just figured it would be easier. Okay, I feel like this is not going to be this simple. No, it's definitely not going to be this simple. I mean, I'm definitely going to need to create multiple molecules. This is just going to get me stuck. This will probably be the last level that I play here, guys, and then after that, I think I might be done. Oh, that's actually very simple. Okay, whatever. We made more helium. The second most numerous element in the universe is helium. Okay, well, what is this one here? It's called I, mate. This looks like an hourglass. And now I'm getting reminded of that one puzzle from Dissembler. Okay, I'll bite. I'm playing as the helium atom again. I'm gonna try and figure this out. Oh god. Wait, I'm screwing things up here. I already know I'm screwing things up. Okay, move, guys. I need you all to move out of the way. Wait, hang on. That helium atom's gonna get me stuck. Okay, well, hang on a second. Well, the only way... Well, actually, hang on. No, push you like that! That's a much better idea, I believe. Oh, wait. Oh, wait a minute. got ourselves in a bit of a predicament here, because if I move this over here, yeah, I can do it like that. But then there's no way I'm going to be able to move the hydrogen atom over here, like the one on the bottom right. Because it's... Oh no. Yeah, there's actually no way I can move that, so maybe there's a different way I have to do this. Maybe attach you like that? Oh, but then that's going to get the hydrogen atom stuck on the left. Okay, what if I do this? Oh wait, no, you were... Actually, wait, no, you were already on that side. Okay, hang on a second. Let me think about this here. Oh god. Go up there. Okay? You boys go up there for the time being. Wait, I screwed this up again. How did I even... You know, it's amazing that I already had an idea as to how to get through this, like, 5 minutes ago, and I already can't remember. Not even 5 minutes ago. And I've already forgotten, and I hate myself. Well, actually, I do need to move one of these atoms to the side. I'm gonna have, like, no choice here. So, maybe... Actually, hang on. Maybe I can do this instead. Or can I? Oh, no, wait. Okay, well, push you... Yeah, because this is just gonna get stuck. I can still move you down like this. Then I can't push you back up, though, because you're attached to the left side. Unless I can, like, do... Like, I can push you down like this. Well, that's not really gonna help anything. What if I do this? Okay, and then... Maybe this? Oh, wait, I think I got something here. I think I'm onto something. I hope to Christ I'm onto something. Oh, wait. Oh my god, wait. Move you over here. Yeah, you're still gonna attach yourself to it from the side, though. So I think we got this. Yeah, we got this. Oh my god, it's like a ring of helium. Helium was first discovered in the sun and only later on Earth. For the record, that means they found out that the sun possessed helium, and then later on they found out that the Earth also possessed the same element. You know, just in before all the comments about the sun and the Earth always had helium. Humanity didn't know everything about the universe from the very beginning. It was a gradual increase in knowledge. Our understanding of the universe and all who inhabit it became a lot greater over time. You know, it wasn't just sudden. For now, guys, I think that's pretty much where we're going to end things off. Yeah, this dark green room by here, oh my god. This dark green room right here introduces, splitters and also the, bond strengtheners. Very cool. Yeah, so as you can see right here, you got multiple bonds? Well, when you split them, yeah, it only removes one bond at a time, so it doesn't actually remove them all at once. I'm not even going to attempt to solve this one, because I think I'm done. I really do think I am done. So there's Sokobond, guys. A pretty neat little puzzle game. I think I ended up recording this for a lot longer than I thought I would, but I don't know, I tried to keep it as short as I possibly could. I did go off on a few tangents here and there, but other than that, I still hope it was enjoyable. This was a game I had been meaning to play for a little while. Anyway, real quickly, I want to show you guys this about section right here. Sokobond was created by... Wait a second. Wait. Was this changed? Because I first played this off screen about a month ago, and I'm just noticing, I think this screen was actually changed, because it did not say this before. Wait, what the hell is this? Okay, created by Alan Hazelden, who is Draknek for the record, that's the moniker he goes by. Created by Lee Shang-Lun, even though this used to say Harry Lee, but I guess they replaced it with his real name now. The music was produced by Allison Walker, but in older versions of Sokobond, it was produced by Ryan Roth, who also created the music for Electronic Superjoy. Level advisor is Dom Camus, which I don't think that was changed. I'm not even sure what they mean by level advisor. I'm assuming he was like the playtester for the levels, like the game's official playtester. I honestly have no idea what this means. He also thanks a bunch of other indie devs as well, including Terry Kavanagh, the guy who made Super Hexagon and V6, Ed Key, who I believe developed Proteus, and also Stephen Lavelle, of course, creator of a bunch of just really bizarre games. English Country Tune and Steven Sausage Roll being his most notable. I'm still gonna do a video on Steven Sausage Roll, by the way. Still haven't forgotten about that. Oh, well, thanks to Ryan Roth, I just realized. It still has his name in the credits, but it now says thanks to. Yeah, and Bennett Foddy's name is there as well, you know, the guy who made Getting Over It. Yeah, so I guess the game must have been updated since I last played it off screen, guys, because this is not what the about screen said before. This was definitely changed, so that's interesting to say the least. Actually, I also realized that the sound effects sound a bit different. I don't remember the sound effects sounding the way they did in this video either, so I don't know, I think Drachnik must have updated the game, just out of seemingly nowhere. It's kinda weird though, because he didn't post anything about the sudden update. Like, there's no news post on Steam regarding the sudden update to Sokoban, so he just kinda pushed it out silently, it seems. Well, that's unexpected to say the least, but yeah, there you go guys, that's Sokobond. Just a very simple, albeit very elegant, little Sokoban-style puzzle game. Just push some atoms around, combine them, create some beautiful looking molecules, and yeah, it's such a simple game, but its elegance more than makes up for it, and not only that, but the fact that you actually have to think. You know, it's not just about combining the atoms, you have to use up all their bonds using various other mechanics, like rotation, and the bond strengtheners, and the splitters, and whatnot. Sometimes you're not even combining atoms to yourself, you have to just push other atoms around and combine them together, so does introduce some new mechanics as it goes on, and there's a ton of levels, so you'll probably never get bored of it. Well, I shouldn't say that, because there probably will come a time when you do end up getting bored of it, you know, once you manage to complete all of the levels. By the way, I'm going to delete this because I don't actually need it anymore. Yes, delete this file. I'm just gonna use my legitimate one from now on. The only reason I created that file was for the purpose of making this video. So, even though I ended up playing this for a lot longer than I thought I would, I still hope you guys enjoyed this video either way. I enjoyed doing it. I really want to try and get back into doing videos more consistently from now on. And honestly, I'm probably more excited than I've ever been to start doing videos again, so let's hope I can keep it consistent and not fall back into my old habits. Anyway, if you guys want to purchase Sokobond, the link is in the description. I will be checking out some of Drachnik's other commercial releases in the near future. Thank you guys as always for watching, and I'll see you in the next video I make. Later!